Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE is on fire. It seems like almost every week, the sports entertainment juggernaut puts on at least 2 shows in front of 10,000 plus fans. It wasn't too long ago when Vince McMahon was leading the company, and houses were continually dropping. With Triple A's rise to power has come a better product as a whole. Matches are better, stories are better, and almost everything you could ask for has been vastly improved. With that being said, not everything works out. There have been some stories, outcomes, and incidents that have left a black eye on the face of world wrestling entertainment recently. This article will take a look at 4 moments that Triple H would likely want fans to forget. These are all from this year, with one being a series of multiple events, and the others being specific incidents that have or could impact major stars. Below are 4 recent WWE moments Triple H wants you to forget. The Rock is one of the greatest WWE superstars of all time. He is a multi-time world champion and a future Hall of Famer. He is also one of the biggest stars in Hollywood and has been for around 2 decades now. With that being said, The Rock in WWE in 2025 has been one constant miss after another. When he showed up on the Raw Netflix premiere, the final boss ruined potential stories with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. He then had a bizarre promo on NXT that featured a lot of cursing. The Rock seemingly fixed things with an incredible angle at Elimination Chamber with Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and Travis Scott. However, he never showed up again. Fans were and are frustrated, and Triple H likely is too. He probably hopes The Rock stays away for the foreseeable future, and fans forget about his involvement this year. WWE Monday Night Raw was an exciting show. After months away, Kairi Sane made her return to action. She took on both Rhea Ripley and Zoe Stark in a triple threat match to earn a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. It seemed as if the finish was obvious. Rhea Ripley would win since she's the top female star in the industry, but she would pin Zoe Stark to protect Kairi. Then tragedy struck. Zoe was injured early on in the match, leading to Rhea and Kairi improvising a singles bout on the fly. While the 2 women delivered a great match, especially given the circumstances, Rhea ultimately won by pinning Kairi. Given that this was almost certainly not the plan, Triple H will likely want fans to forget Kairi Sane was pinned in her WWE return. A loss is one thing, but being pinned in one's comeback is not ideal. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair was thought to be a dream match to many WWE fans and to Stratton herself. Instead, their rivalry was a chaotic mess and one that many felt let down by. Things went off the rails in one particular segment. On the April 4th edition of Friday Night SmackDown, Tiffany fired personal shots at Charlotte Flair, including saying the Queen has gone 0-3 in marriages. This was a cheap shot to say the least. While this caused the storyline to get more buzz than ever before, Triple H certainly wants fans to forget it. Proof of this is the fact that that line, along with Charlotte claiming to be in Ludwig Kaiser's DMs, were removed from social media uploads and highlights of the segment. WWE WrestleMania 41 was a bit strange. There were some incredible moments and memories that fans won't ever forget. There were also some amazing matches. Still, there was a sense of disappointment by some too. For starters, many felt let down by the main event of WrestleMania Sunday, when Cody Rhodes went one-on-one with John Cena. The match was awkward and uncomfortable at times for a number of reasons, but perhaps the part of it Triple H wants fans to forget the most is the audience reaction. Despite Cody Rhodes being by far the biggest babyface in WWE, Las Vegas did not see him that way. Both on Friday Night SmackDown and then at WrestleMania Sunday, the crowd booed him. This doesn't happen anywhere else, so it might be chalked up to an odd crowd and a moment in time. If that's the case, the game wants people to forget immediately so it doesn't happen again. Triple H may be hailed as the driving force behind WWE's modern evolution. But even the King of Kings would rather some moments fade into oblivion. In the age of digital receipts and relentless social media memory, there are still a few recent WWE episodes that have quietly vanished from highlight reels and YouTube playlists, seemingly swept under the rug as the new era marches forward. Whether it's an angle that flopped, a match that fell flat, or a decision that backfired spectacularly, here are 4 moments from recent WWE history that Triple H might prefer you forget ever happened. The first of these was a SmackDown segment that had all the makings of a viral disaster from the second it aired. It was supposed to be a statement of intent. Karrion Kross ambushing AJ Styles in a parking lot to ignite a feud that would carry both men into a WrestleMania-caliber storyline. Instead, what transpired was a half-hearted scuffle with confusing camera cuts, muffled audio, and absolutely no follow-up. AJ was later seen wrestling the very next week like nothing had happened. Kross, who was already battling lukewarm reactions, saw his credibility take a nosedive, and rumors quickly spread backstage that the creative team had lost the plot mid-storyline. Triple H, who had gone out of his way to bring Kross back with fanfare and fire, reportedly signed off on the segment, but later pushed for it to be erased from memory. The footage remains unlisted on WWE's YouTube and wasn't mentioned again. It was as if the parking lot beatdown had taken place in a WWE alternate timeline, one where follow-through and logic didn't exist. Internally, the term "crossed over" allegedly became shorthand for promising stories that go nowhere. Another moment that's been quietly scrubbed from the public's consciousness is the highly touted Raw segment, where Seth Rollins was scheduled to unveil a huge announcement about the future of the World Heavyweight Championship, only for the entire bit to descend into a live TV mess. The segment, hyped on social media for days, saw Rollins walk out with a clipboard, pause dramatically in the ring, and then proceed to cut a promo that left more questions than answers. Fans in the arena were visibly confused. Chants of "what?" filled the air, and the broadcast team did their best to shift focus by quickly transitioning into a backstage brawl between Jey Uso and Drew McIntyre. Behind the scenes, the segment was played by last-minute rewrites, and sources later revealed that Triple H was furious with the botched execution. Not because of what Rollins said, but because of what he didn't say. It was supposed to reset the title picture, one insider noted. Instead, it created more chaos. While Rollins remained a focal point on Raw, that segment was never referenced again. The promise of a major shift evaporated into creative ether, and WWE moved on as if nothing had happened. Then there was the ill-fated tag team match involving Cody Rhodes and Shinsuke Nakamura, a pairing that baffled fans and insiders alike. The duo was randomly thrown together on a March episode of Raw to take on the Judgment Day, but the chemistry was non-existent. Reports emerged that the match had been originally pitched to feature Sami Zayn instead of Nakamura, but travel delays led to a last-minute replacement. What followed was a clunky performance with mistimed spots, awkward tags, and a visible lack of coordination. Commentary struggled to sell the alliance even as Cody, ever the professional, tried to mask the disjointedness with his usual fire. After the match, Triple H was said to be visibly upset at gorilla position, not at the wrestlers, but at the rushed decision-making that led to the mismatch. The WWE quietly erased the match from promo packages, and both men returned to their individual storylines as though the pairing never happened. When asked in a post-show presser about the segment, Triple H simply said, "It didn't click and we move forward." Finally, perhaps the most glaring example of revisionist history came at the Elimination Chamber 2025 press event in Perth. Dominic Mysterio, still riding the wave of heel heat, was meant to deliver a scathing promo aimed at Australia's fans while teasing a new alliance with Braun Breaker. What fans got instead was a jumbled, off-script ramble in which Dom appeared to forget several key lines, leaving Breaker standing awkwardly beside him while the crowd showered them with boos, not the good kind. Dom tried to recover, tossing out generic insults about kangaroos and cricket, but the damage was done. The segment, which aired live on Peacock, was pulled from WWE's official YouTube within hours. Breaker's alliance with Dom was dropped entirely, and a new angle was written where he aligned with Chad Gable instead. Triple H, who had been experimenting with blending NXT energy into main roster feuds, reportedly called the entire segment a miscalculated risk and insisted WWE move on without acknowledgement. The incident was later mocked internally as the Perth promo plunge, and Dom's Alliance storyline became one of several loose threads left dangling in early 2025. Of course, Triple H is no stranger to course correction. His era has been largely praised for long-term storytelling, fresh talent pushes, and revitalizing WWE's in-ring identity. But even the most respected creative minds hit snags, and when they do, WWE prefers to turn the page fast. In a world where perception is everything and live crowds can derail even the best-laid plans, some moments are best left behind. Whether these instances were born of chaos, poor timing, or creative misfires, they've all quietly disappeared from WWE's public narrative. And unless fans bring them back up, they'll stay buried, right where Triple H wants them. But wrestling never truly forgets. These slip-ups, no matter how buried, live on in the memories of the most devoted fans. While Triple H continues to architect WWE's next great era, these moments serve as reminders that even titans of the industry must occasionally face the ghosts of creative misfires past. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.